Ladies and gentlemen, in this video today, I want to talk about the big events that occurred in the country as far as the Gen Z's protests are concerned. I'll also talk about why Prince William Ruto must be a man in fear currently. Before I dissect on those two topics, kindly if this is the first time you're watching our videos, make sure that you subscribe, like and comment because that's the best support that you can always give us. Now, our number one event that occurred, it was the turnout of the youths in the country currently. Now, what do I mean by this? Today, Kenya was a surprise to everyone in the world. Why am I saying so? There were a huge number of youths that turned out in all major towns in the country, including Nakuru, Eldoret, Kisii, Kisumu, the cities like Nakuru as well, and also Nairobi and Mombasa cities. Now, in these places, I'm telling you, huge numbers of youths turned out protesting against the finance bill. These youths were saying, reject the finance bill 2024. They were telling the police, we are peaceful, we come peaceful. These youths were talking about Ruto to listen to them, the members of parliament to listen to us, and that was the message to the rest of the world as well. Now, these youths as well, they are young people aged between 18 to 35. Another thing that happened in Kenya today is that there was occupying of the streets the way it was planned by the youths, where all streets indeed of the towns that I've just mentioned were fully occupied. The other thing that happened is that there was huge deployment of police officers in some towns, in some cities like Nakuru and Nairobi. Nairobi, the police officers were deployed as early as 4, which means that the places were secure, particularly the parliaments and also some state offices that are within the Nairobi Central Business District. Some other towns like Kisii, the police deployment didn't come early as such. They left the protesters to move around the country until at some level when they started throwing tear gas at them. Now, cities like Nakuru are also very peaceful and there were no huge battles between the protesters and the police officers. Now, another thing that happened is that the youths, the protesters in Nairobi occupied parliament, just like as it's been the whole week, people saying occupy parliament, where the members of parliament were voting in support of the bill while the youths were protesting in the country. Now, youths managed to enter parliament, burned some few things there, particularly in the National Assembly, went and broke some glasses, went and destroyed the cafes the canteens where these members of parliament eat the Kenyan taxpayers' money, and also proceeded to the Senate where they entered the chambers and even took the mess from the chambers itself of the Senate. They also ensured that there was a few things of like vandalism within the Senate and the National Assembly, which was the plan as by the youths because they were going to occupy the same parliament. Another thing that happened is that there was shooting, which was the major thing that happened today. There was shooting of young protesters in the country. To describe it briefly, these youths were shot right on the head, the two of them that we saw, the pictures were shot on the head. But it is said that there were more than 10 people who were shot today, and of course more than 100 who were injured, and of course getting treatment by the same protesters who are qualified medically. Just to give you a brief, that's what happened in Kenya today. Kindly make sure that you hold a moment of silence after this video in support of those who have lost lives in the line of duty, that is rescuing the country from the president who does not care about the feelings and the opinions of its people. Thank you so much for watching my videos. My name is Abel Mukua.